mentor, that she grew up in poverty in Youngstown, Ohio, and she wanted to be like Donald Trump. And for somebody who had opportunity after opportunity by Mr. Trump, now President Trump, candidate Trump, for 15 years, it does seem ungrateful to go and record people in the Situation Room. I see a lot of Democrats out there and national security experts who aren't exactly pro-Trump or pro-Kellyanne Conway out there saying, hold on, you're tape recording, you have a device in the Situation Room. People are very concerned about that.
I've spoken to her about her own history with the president. I know the president's not happy about it, but here was the tweet from 2 hours ago. When you give a crazed, crying lowlife a break and give her a job at the White House, I guess it just didn't work out. Good work by General Kelly for quickly firing that dog. That dog. I know he's not happy about this, but is that language necessary?
I'm telling you that I'm disappointed, and I think that the best play for Omarosa would have been to take credit for a lot of the great things that Donald Trump has done for this country, including for African Americans. He's pro-school choice and charters. That helps them get out of some of these failing schools. He's working on prison reform. He's working on drug reform. He obviously has presided over the lowest unemployment rate among African Americans in our nation's history. That should be the headline practically every day, and we rarely hear it. But I know those folks, I know that people in every community, including the African American community, feel it, because you look at some of the polling, people were crowing about the 1% of approval that Donald Trump had among African Americans in one of those bogus media polls. Now in one poll, it's up to 29%. Why?
But you have
because
the
they know he's doing well for them.
But you have the option to talk about the economy all day long, and I know it's going to be a big headline for coming up midterms. I'm just asking about the language right here, referring to her as that dog and just driving the story of Omarosa and likely selling more books for her along the way, which I know you don't want to do and the president doesn't want to do either. The other thing we could be talking about is this defense bill that was signed in yesterday.
Yes,
they had a big
absolutely.
event at Fort Drum in upstate New York. This is a big deal for the U.S. military. You could be talking about that.
Well, we are talking about it, but you get to ask the questions. It's your show. So thank you for letting me get in there. Something incredibly important that happened yesterday. The president presiding over up at Fort Drum, and you saw the enthusiastic crowd there of our brave men and women in uniform. He's presided over the signing of over $700 billion in new funding for our military. What does that bill do for the U.S. military? It does. The top line is it gives revenue and respect to a military that received little of it, or too little of it, for far too long. And what this president has done through the omnibus, through the NDAA, is that he is telling our military and telling the world that our military will have the equipment and the resources and the respect that they need to be the greatest military in the world. This president believes in peace through strength, and the peace part is important and the strength part is important. So, and you see these enthusiastic crowds, it tells you exactly what America is focused on and what's important. And this president promised during the campaign that he would be pro-military, pro-veteran, pro-law enforcement, and that he makes good on that every day. I'm stopped in the street every single day having people thank me, people of all backgrounds, and they particularly mention how pro-defense, pro-military, pro-veteran, pro-law enforcement this president is. Thank you, Kellyanne. Good to have you back here, all right? Kellyanne Conway from the North Lawn. Thanks.
11 children rescued from a compound believed to be a training camp for a violent mission. And now the suspects keeping them prisoner have been granted bail. What is going on with this horrific story? We're going to bring you the details. Plus this, another tragic story after a man arrested for domestic violence gets his plane and crashes it into his house.
With uncontrolled moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis, you never know how your skin will look. And it can feel like no matter what you do, you're itching all the time. But even though you see and feel your eczema on the surface of your skin, an overly sensitive immune system deep within your skin might actually be causing your eczema. So help heal your skin from within with Dupixent. Dupixent is not a steroid, and it continuously treats your eczema even when you can't see it. At 16 weeks, more than 1 in 3 patients saw clear or almost clear skin, and patients saw a significant reduction in itch. Do not use if you are allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems, including eye pain or changes in vision. If you have asthma and are taking asthma medicines, do not change or stop your asthma medicine without talking to your doctor. Help heal your skin from within. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Attention, farmers, agricultural workers, landscapers, and gardeners. The World Health Organization has designated glyphosate, the herbicide found in the weed killer Roundup, as a probable carcinogen, and multiple studies have linked it to non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and these other cancers. If you've worked with this toxic chemical and have been diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma or any of these cancers, we can help you get compensation. Call this number right now, 1-800-951-3000. Call 1-800-951-3000. Call 1-800-951-3000 right now.
If you've been turned down for a mortgage because of credit or tax return issues, Cash Call Mortgage now has credit and income-solving mortgages for people like you. Just call 855-890-CASH and we'll work with you to find a solution to your mortgage issues.
At Safelite Auto Glass, we really pride ourselves on making it easy for you to get your windshield fixed. With Safelite, you can see exactly when we'll be there, saving you time for what you love most.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
I really do like the mornings better because it's a new beginning. It's a fresh start. So when people watch the morning news, I hope they just feel enlightened and ready to face the day. We want to make sure you have as many stories as you can.